What's up, everybody? Hello. How's everyone doing today? Oh. Okay. And we're on. Great to see you guys. I'm Stefan. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Mira. Great to see you. Sorry, guys, if it looks like I've been shoveling snow for the last hour, it's because I have. So, I'm a little faded. But yeah, it's great to see everybody. Sorry, we had a blizzard last night, so I was shoveling all day, so that's why I'm looking a little scruffy and kind of, yeah, I'll say no more than that. I'm not looking as dapper as usual. Hey, Amanda. But yeah, for everybody new, I'm Stefan. Thanks for joining me. We're gonna be doing some free readings today. For everybody new, thanks for finding my show. When I don't spend all day shoveling snow, I usually am a little bit more put together. But and check out our brand new Discord that my lovely, beautiful moderator set up for us. Mira, what's the future of me doing a business that I've always wanted to do? Is there wealth and success? Interesting question, Mira. Well, it's great to meet you. Mira, where are you chatting with us from? Thank you, Amanda. I'm gonna pin it. Amanda, our Discord has been bustling. It's been real bustling. I've been looking at it. Long Island, New York, Mira. Oh my goodness. I'm in New York too. I'm in Hudson, New York. Hey, Stacy. Stacy, that has a nice ring to it. Stefan and Amanda. That's got a nice ring to it. It's like Bonnie and Clyde. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Mira. So, let's see. And Mira, it's nice to meet you. When you say, what's the future of doing a business you always want to do? What is it that you want to do? Because, Mira, I'm always going to... Amanda, you're fired. Okay. Well, you know, Mira, I think that's a great idea. But, you know, my experience, well, I don't want to say my experience. My personal belief is that it's a lot easier to be successful and make money on something if you truly love doing it, and you're not doing it to get rich, because it can't just be about money. You know, a lot of times, I don't think the universe supports us in the right way, always. Let's pull a card for you, but I would ask you, you know, how committed are you to being successful and doing it in like a real way? That's the question I would ask you, because often the energy and effort we put into something usually reflects the level of success we have. You know, if you're not going to take it seriously and you're not going to be willing to struggle, because I can promise you, you're not going to get, I mean, well, I don't want to say I can promise you. It's not always common where you're going to get overnight success and wealth from your business. I mean, you may, but the reality is you probably won't. It's probably going to take you a while, like a year, maybe more, to really get your business going. Is that something you're okay with? Because if you're going to just give up when you don't have success after 5 months, you're probably not going to be successful. What does Mira need to know? Okay. Are you still here, Mira? So, this is what I would tell you, and I hope what I said to you makes sense. And Mira, just remember, and it's really nice to meet you, by the way. To me, through my personal experiences with divination, tarot shows us a timeline available to us of thousands. It shows us some of our higher timelines that are in our energy, that exist, that we have access to, should we be brave enough and bold enough to actually fucking go after them in a real way. It's not a guarantee of anything, okay, Mira? However, if you work with the energy and you trust your intuition, to me, that is the guarantee. It's a guarantee that if you truly see something through and commit to it, that's how we end up seeing prophetic timelines in tarot. So with that said, if you truly are passionate and love what you're doing, 9 of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment. It's actually really great energy. It's also about a wish fulfillment, like a dream coming true. But if you're doing this because you truly love it, you can have a ton of success. King of Pentacles is a mastery of the physical realm. So to me, this tells me you could truly be happy doing this, and you could have a ton of success financially. However, it doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. You need to take the intuitive feeling, and you always need to balance it with practical, logical, okay? Hey, Kate. So, it looks really good though. Oh, sorry guys, like my whole body is sore from shoveling. Sorry if I'm a little fidgety. Well, Mira, again, wealth is so subjective, you know? What it tells me is that if you put the right energy into it and you're committed, you will get back what you put in. So, you know, a lot of people don't, and I'm not saying you, Mira. Let's see what your blockage is, by the way. Hey, Pay 333, it's nice to meet you. You know, Mira, a lot of people have the dream. Well, we all have dreams. But the reality is, most people, I find, don't really have the resolve or commitment or fortitude to see things through. You know? So, how hard are you willing to work? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to invest money and time and not see a return on it initially? Because to me, those are some of the things that we have to sacrifice to get what we really want. And it's also how the universe tests us, because they're not going to just give you everything right away. They want to see that you can earn it and that you're committed. You need confidence to go after this. That's what you're going to need, Mira. Hey, Willow. So that's what I got for you. My day's going pretty good, Willow. We got a snowstorm here in New York, so I spent like all morning shoveling. So I'm feeling a little rough around the edges today, and it's nice to meet you. I'm Stefan. Ooh, guys, this is a synchronicity. This is like one of my favorite songs. Mira, do you hear what's playing? Do you remember what I just said to you about putting out what you get back? You know what the name of the song is? It's called You Get What You Give. You get what you give. Don't take my word for it. Take the New Radicals' word for it. This is like one of my favorite songs, but I am a 90s kid, so. Alright, sorry. You feel so, well, you are smart. Amanda, it's like my favorite song. See, Mira, that's a synchronicity. You always get what you give into things, just like the New Radicals say. Do you have to pay for another question? Of course not. I mean, it would be really kind if you want to donate. You know, I try to help other people freely, so. And as the New Radicals say, you get what you give. So if you'd like to leave a super chat, I'd be happy to pull more cards for you. Amanda, it's You Get What You Give by the New Radicals. You should listen to it. It's amazing. It's like better than any Xanax pill you could ever take. It is, trust me. It's super 90s. I think it came out in like, it had to come out around when you were born, 99, 2000. It's got great lyrics too. Yeah, the snow's been brutal. Yeah, I think we got more snow this year than any other year that I can remember. But this is probably pretty normal for Amanda. Amanda gets a ton of snow every year, so. Guys, I might be doing a later evening stream tomorrow. I'm braving a haircut tomorrow. Amanda, let's pull a card for you, since we're not getting any other questions. Let's see what you need to know right now. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I missed the summer. I would say I'm at my happiest when I get to lay in the sun like a lizard and be tan. Can't make this shit up, Amanda. I don't even think I want to pull a card for you. I just split the deck. You want to see what I got, Amanda? Via the deck split for you. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. I'd say there's going to be a lot more than farts in your future. I mean, you guys know what this card is. It's like my favorite card in the tarot deck. This is like happy home, happy life, family. This is like total emotional happiness and contentment with somebody else. It's like the happiest card in the deck. And then 10 of Pentacles. This is like generational wealth, more card of family legacy. It's like having a ton of money, having enough to leave your kids. It's great energy. That's hilarious. Damn, and you got 10-10. That's a synchronicity. That's also about new cycles closing and ending. It's huge. What else do we need to know? One more for you. Hope. I hate that word. I know so. I don't hope so, I know so. You just gotta trust it. And if you haven't been feeling well, you got a lot of new coming in. This is about being present, trusting what you see and feel. It's great energy. It's also about a new manifestation. So, you know, whatever you want to see happen clearly is happening for you. Okay. What would be the best college to attend in order to learn the science of tarot? Sorry, cute dog. And guys, I'm Stefan for everybody new. Thanks for finding my show. I don't usually look as rough around the edges, but I did like hours and hours of shoveling today here in New York, so. Okay. Feldmaniac. The best college to attend in order to learn the science of tarot? Are there colleges you can attend? Wait, the Discord ping works? The Discord's working? That's great. How did you guys set that up? That's amazing. Yeah, guys, I have a little pin message if you want to join our new Discord. Hey, Joanne. Joanne, you should join our Discord. Joanne, it's great to see you. I think Joanne has given me the largest super chat donation to date. Oh, you did? Frogfield, thank you. What's your name, by the way? So I don't have to call you that. Hey, Kizzy. Hey, Super Cacolio. You know, I didn't know you could go to college for the science of tarot. I certainly didn't. Hey, Colette. Sure. Mira, I'm sorry, Mira. I'm gonna move on to another question, but guys, I do prioritize super chat questions just as a thank you, and it also really helps out my show. This is actually like the 1-year anniversary of starting this show, and as many of you know, I do it for free to be in service of other people, but your donations quite literally keep my show going. So if you're kind enough to leave a super chat, I'll always prioritize your question. And I do offer private readings if anybody's interested. So. Marty. Thanks, Marty. Cool name. Did I know that I had a gift from a child? No. You know, for most of my life, I just thought there was something deeply wrong with me. And I also, Lillian, thanks for the question. Joanne, you're so sweet. Thank you so much, Joanne. You are such a sweetheart. You know, Lillian, I've always been, I would say, like neurodivergent. I've always been kind of neurodivergent. I didn't really realize it till much later. And I guess in kind of like a weird joke way, you know, all the weird shit about myself, I never really had anything to like compare it to, you know? You know, I've never been anybody else. So I just thought this was what everybody felt. And like, I was like, I guess this is just how everybody's brain works. But I didn't understand it for a long time. When I was in my teenage years, I really started to, I think, notice it. But I mean, I never was, I don't even know what I would call myself. I think I went through kind of like an ebb and flow from like the age of 15 until now of feeling like maybe an atheist, maybe at some point a nihilist, at some point just undecided. I never really consider myself spiritual ever. I still don't really, but only after I almost died did I kind of have to acknowledge that something was different. It also kind of turned a switch on for me that I can't really shut off, but thanks, Katia. Yeah. I mean, for a while, I thought I had, I never shared this. For a while, I thought I was, what's the word? I don't even know what it's called. When you hear voices in your head. I think you guys know what a schizophrenic. I thought I was schizophrenic for a little bit. I mean, clearly I'm not. And I've also been to quite a few psychiatrists. And my stepmom's a psychotherapist. I mean, they never even expressed a concern about it, but, you know, at night, one of the reasons I don't sleep well, at night, I used to, when I'd go to sleep or lay down and I'd be really quiet, I'd hear voices, like other people's voices, which was really fucked up, but I don't hear it as much anymore, so. Oh, you teach autistic and neuro students? That's amazing, Colette. You know, my beautiful, lovely moderator, Amanda, works with kids with special needs. Which is why she's been so kind about helping me. What's up, user? You said there's no way to prove that you're not. Yeah. I mean, that's the fun of psychology and the mind, you know. I think no matter what we say, nothing is truly provable. Okay, Mira. Super Cocolio, what's your name, by the way? I think you're new. I'm Stefan. But yeah, you know, when I left my old life in like corporate suit and tie to do this, and I started having a lot of like too much happening to me that I couldn't ignore. I think once I stopped trying to understand why and just accepting it and stepping into it and trusting it, that's when my life really shifted. And that's the hard part for a lot of people, is the trust. You know, even for people who don't identify as being intuitive. Josie, great to meet you. Okay. Yeah, guys, for everybody new, thanks for finding my show. I'm Stefan. I'm here in New York, and all my live shows are free. I do offer private readings if anybody's interested, and I try to be pretty reasonable. I offer half-hour private readings through Facetime for $45 and hour readings for $75. So you're pretty pumped for daylight savings time? And guys, join my membership program. Join my White Dog Army. I just started it last month. I don't do, you'll notice on my channel, I don't really do general readings for individual signs. Because they're boring and they're not helpful, I don't think, for people. Everybody always wants to make everything about them. And I don't like pulling cards on shitty people in our energy that we shouldn't be with. So I don't really do general readings. However, I do individual sign readings for just members because it's a smaller group of people, so the energy is always a lot better. So if you're interested in watching those, join my membership. And you get priority questions in all my live shows. So, hey Leo. And second and third tier members, you get one private reading every month with me for free. So okay. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit out of sorts. I shoveled all day here, so I'm like a little bit sleepy. I'm not looking as fresh as I normally am. What's up, Tegas Biddies? Good to see you. Work's good. You cut your butt cheek on a drawer? Oh my god. You have a cut on your tush? That's horrible. Thanks, Biddies. Appreciate you. I look dehydrated? I probably am, actually. Thank you. Okay, Josie, I'd love to do a reading for you soon. All right, let's do another reading for someone. And Joanne, do you want me to pull a card for you? I mean, you gave me that really generous donation. I'm actually gonna take a gentleman's advice here and go grab some water. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go grab some water. You said I look fine, I don't look dehydrated. Cheers. Amanda, is your sink water good? Where you are? Or do you guys have to do like filtered water? It is. Amanda and I played this game where it's like the spirit animal game, but with food. And I told Amanda that if she was a type of food, she would be chicken noodle soup. You put a deposit down on a puppy? That is so exciting. I love dogs. South Africa. What kind of dog, Kizzy? Colette, are you in South Africa? Colette, you're so far away. Ooh, I think Amanda has a Cocker Spaniel. Kizzy, are you on Discord? Are you on our Discord channel? We have a section just for animals. I want a picture. Colette, I've never been to South Africa. I've got a couple friends from there. I've been to I'm sure you know where it is, but do you know where Cape Verde is? It's like off the coast of Senegal. I used to live there. Oh my God. Hey, Yvonne. Dogs are so addicting. They're so addicting. Guys, many of you know, I have 2 Great Pyrenees, and they're huge. They're like 140 pounds each. When I had 3 before my puppy died last year, the amount of dog food that I went through, I'm trying to even calculate it. Between the 3 of them, 20 to 25 cups of dog food a day. You have 2 dogs and 3 cats. Love it. Thanks, Lillian. Yeah, it was tough. Well, I wouldn't be here today with you guys if not for Uma, so. Okay. Let's do a collective card, since we're not getting any specific questions. Does that sound good, everybody? Let's see what we should find out. All right. Everybody who's here, I want everybody to focus on something that's on their mind, okay? Something they need guidance on. Okay, everybody. Aw, hey Amy, I'm so sorry. That's so tough. Yeah, losing dogs is brutal. Ugh. Well, they're still with us. We love you. 15 years is pretty good, so. Kizzy, don't be scared of Discord. Okay. All right, everybody focus on something that's been on their mind that they want to know about, okay? And we're gonna pull a card. So everybody just take a deep breath. And this question is not meant for anybody to focus on somebody from their past, like an ex, that they shouldn't be with. And I'm just gonna stand up and stretch for a second to try to wake up while you guys are doing that. I'm awake. Spanish? Me, Joanne? I am not. I aprendo habla español. Joanne, I am very much Italian, Joanne, and like a little bit of a wild horse, like 5% wild horse, 95% Italian. Is that true, biddies? Well, you know what they say, Yvonne. If your last name ends in a vowel and you're under 5'8", you're probably Italian. Hey, Samantha. Biddies, what's your name, by the way? So I don't have to call you that. And it's great to meet you. I think you're new here. Did you just find this show? I'm actually, my Chinese zodiac, everybody, I'm actually a dragon. I'm an earth dragon. 1988. I actually have my zodiac, my Chinese zodiac on my back, for everybody who doesn't know. I have a traditional Japanese back piece. It goes from like my neck down to my butt. Nicholas, great to meet you. You said you've been lurking for a week. Nice to meet you, brother. Thanks. I love lurkers. It's actually my dad's name. Oh, thanks, Amy. I'm sorry you're not having a good day. Well, we're about to do a general collective card. So focus on what's going on in your life, and we'll see if we get a card for it. Hey, John. You said you love China, Russia, Italy, Korea, Vietnam. You know, John, or Jan, my father's a photographer. He's a travel photographer. He's been to more places in the world than anybody I've ever known. And he said Vietnam and Cambodia were two of his favorite places to travel. And of course Italy, but... Okay. All right, everybody. Because we got a lot of energy here. Oh, poor mom, Yvonne. I'm sorry. All right, everybody. Everybody just close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath. Take a really nice, slow, deep breath in. Okay, everybody. Everybody just focus on their breathing for a second. All right? I want everybody to just let go of the past. Let go of money for a second. And when you breathe in this time, I want everybody to think of something that's been on their mind the most recently. Okay, everybody. Okay, let's see what comes out. Oof, that just got me tired. Okay. Now everybody get up and stretch too. All right? All right, everybody. One more shuffle. All right, for my white dog army, let's see, whatever comes out to everyone's question that they're thinking about. Everybody have their question in their head? Why? You don't like this song? Don't leave. We'll miss you. We need your energy. Wow, this is a strong message. Huh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Damn, guys. High Priestess. with the Four of Wands, Ace of Swords with the Hanged Man. This is beautiful. And then the Death card with Two of Pentacles. Heavy water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, specifically Pisces, Four of Wands. Guys, the High Priestess. It's one of my favorite cards. It's actually, believe it or not, it's actually divine feminine energy. Besides for the Empress, she's considered divine feminine energy too. It's somebody who is obviously deeply in tune and intuitive, but operates through integrity. But with this, it tells me that regardless of what we're going through, there's a deep knowing. This is for everybody who's listening. There's a deep knowing. Let's call it a feeling. I think about what's gonna come in for you. The Four of Wands is so great. Four of Wands is actually one of my favorite cards too. It represents a couple things. It represents moving, a new home, freedom, like strengthening a relationship. It represents marriage. It's just such a happy card. So I'm gonna just share what I'm getting because there's a lot of people here. So this message is gonna be different for everybody. This is about knowing on an intuitive level that something big is about to change for the better. This could be about moving, getting a new home. It could be regarding moving in with someone. It could be about marriage. It could just be about reclaiming your personal sense of freedom. And I think for many of you, there is a need to stop forcing things right now. You know, the Hangman is about detachment. I really love the Hangman. To me, the Hangman is the most, it's one of the most spiritual cards of enlightenment, you know? Detachment is enlightenment, you know? It's also uncomfortable too. Like, do you see the way he's sitting? Everything about the Hangman, guys, is so paradoxical. You know, it's him clearly being upside down. He's tied, so he has nowhere to go. So rather than resist, he just lets go. And through that, there's a sense of higher enlightenment. It could also be about looking things from a different perspective, but to me, the detachment is knowing what's coming in. It's so clear to you. I mean, guys, this is such good energy. High Priestess, Ace of Swords. I always talk about the balance of left and right brain, balancing our intuitive urges and feelings with our logical, objective reasoning, which I think a lot of us tend to not do. We get too hung up on divination. To me, this is perfect balance. It's total clarity. It's mental clarity on what's meant for you. And it's also saying to just let it unfold. Let it come in. You know what's about to happen. You know what's about to happen. There's a point where we need to stop resisting what we're feeling is going to happen. Know that it's coming. And that's the freedom. let's get a little bit more. The last card is Death, Scorpio energy with Two of Pentacles. Okay. And the Ten of Cups, again. Okay. A lot of repeating numbers. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. I'm gonna say it again, guys. For me, the Death card is about transformation of oneself. And I know that's so... Let me tie it to something that feels like it has more substance. It's letting an old part of you die. You know? Like a less evolved part of you, like a stagnant part of you, a part of you that needs to die, that needs to change. This is my energy, Death card, Scorpio energy. It's like rising from your own ashes. You know, I always joke, guys, the Death card doesn't show up so you can so you transform into a shittier version of yourself. It's about self-transformation, and I think it's taken a while with the Two of Pentacles. I think you've in some ways been on the fence about if you're ready to transform or make some of these changes. But it's so clear you are. You know, a lot of times we're not ready because we hang on to things that don't even really make us happy, or like ways of being. But it's just kind of, it's like a comfort thing, you know? And it's often because we can't see how much better life will get or can get once we just, again, detach. Guys, the clarity is here. This is really beautiful energy. This is so fluid. I just want everybody to know that. This starts with an intuitive, deep sense of knowing. Again, this could be about where your life is going. Again, this is about moving, freedom, like a new home, marriage. It could be about so much, but it's really about a strong, stable foundation that you feel coming in intuitively. And then it switches to this beautiful sense of like clarity, like, you know what? I know what I need to do now. I'm trusting what I feel. So now I'm gonna be clear about how to do this. New perspectives. And the hardest part is this, the Death card with the Two of Pentacles. Guys, I just want to tell you all, this energy here is so powerful, but it's so scary too. Because I will say this to all of you, and I think this gets missed often by people. It's one thing to just be ignorantly blissful, but if you're looking for guidance from whatever you look at it as, the universe, spirit, the gods, when you're looking for it, or it just finds you, and you become so aware of what you're feeling intuitively, like the things you know you need to do, the changes you know you need to make, I can promise you, your guides, when you become aware, they know that you know. And after you are aware of what you need to do, and you reject the choice, you reject making the changes, that's when they start creating real delays in your life. It's one thing to just be unaware, but when you are aware of what you need to change and do, and you waver, that's when they start creating delays for you, because they know that you know better. But this is no more wavering. This is, you know what you want. The Two of Wands is about choices, huge decisions being made. In the original picture, it's a guy looking out over the ocean with holding like the world. This could be with the ocean too, and the Ten of Cups. This could be about a choice about somebody, for some of you, who's not close. I'm getting heavily moving energy. And guys, Ten of Cups doesn't have to be tied to someone per se. It usually is. It's usually tied to real happiness. And I just want to point out that we got the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups. This is clearly like a really strong union, like even an intuitive one. But whatever this transformation is, it's needed, and old parts of us have to get left behind. I think you know that. I mean, damn, guys. I've gone through so many deaths and rebirths in my life. More than I think most people, you know. Part of me kind of feels like I'm here to have a lot of really a lot of really intense, I guess, ego deaths, like deaths and rebirths of oneself. I mean, I'm constantly changing, you know? I'm in like a constant state of perpetual metamorphosis. You know, I think it's important for us to constantly grow and change. And also change our perspectives through life experience. I'm gonna pull one more card for advice for everybody. What's the advice for the collective? I got the Wheel of Fortune, guys. Another 10. You know what the advice is? Let this happen. This is fate. This is fated energy, what's happening. This is like bigger than you. It also comes with a lot of good fortune, and I would be remiss to not point this out. Do you guys see what's on the top of the wheel in this depiction? It's two people. Feels like two soulmates. So, let the wheel turn in your favor. If you resist it, well, we all know what happens if we resist it, so. Oh my God. Do you guys want to hear a dark secret? This band playing. This band, Jimmy Eat World. This was the first concert that I ever went to. I was in 7th grade. So that means I was 14 years old. First concert I ever went to. Jimmy Eat World, Green Day, and Blink-182. What's up, Craig? Colette, how to reconnect? Great message, guys. And guys, please donate to the show. Please leave a super chat. You are, Nicole? That's great. Well, that message was definitely for you with the Four of Wands. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Moving is so fun. I love moving. I don't like packing, but I love moving. every time I move, I just like purge my house. I'm like, all right, just throw all the spoons. We only need one spoon. Throw everything else away. Well, I'm so happy for you, Nicole. That's really great. Why, Joanne? You're hoping? Would love a home of your own. Yeah. You know, I bought my house, Colette, in 2021. It is really wonderful having your own house, like something that's yours. It's, you know, it's crazy. I mean, at least in the States, in New York, it's almost cheaper to buy a home than rent. But it's a lot of work. I mean, in hindsight, I know you guys, it's like play the smallest violin for me in the world. But my house is like too big for me. It's just me and my daughter and my 2 dogs. It's a lot of work. I wish I either had it with somebody or had a smaller house. So you moved from Florida to Boston? Oh, to Florida from Boston. Got it. Well, Yvonne, Florida's a lot cheaper than Boston. And I will say, I mean, I hope I don't offend anybody. Boston, definitely the most unsexy accent on a woman by far. Well, for everybody out there, you know, I can't speak for other states, but, you know, in New York, believe it or not, guys, it costs a lot less to buy a house than you might think. If you have good credit, a lot of times you only have to put down like 1% on a home, which is really not a lot of money. Like, we're talking under $10,000. So, you know, if it's something that any of you guys want, you know, I think it's really important to always have things to like look forward to and work towards, especially if you have ADHD. You know, I get very depressed if I don't have things to work towards. So yeah, you have to stay grateful, Colette. I mean, you know, we were talking about all these deaths and rebirths with the Scorpio energy. Guys, I've had to start over so many times in my life, you know? Quite literally, start from nothing. So, but, you know, sometimes when we do that, it's a good thing, especially if we're doing it for the right reasons. So, yeah, I mean, I know some of you guys know this. David, good to see you, dude. I mean, I'm 37. I mean, most of my career, my life, I was in like corporate world. I used to be the manager of a Volvo car dealership for a really long time. And then after that, I was in like the geospatial technology sector. And I mean, I made a ton of money, but I really was miserable. And after I had like my near-death experience and my dog died, and I decided that I needed to be, I guess, doing something that I felt. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. Fuck, I don't even remember what I was talking about. What was the last thing you guys heard me say? What was the last thing you heard me say? David, what was the last thing I said? Wow, that far back? Okay. I'm so bad at remembering. I kind of just black out when I talk, so I'm bad at backtracking. Okay. So when I left those jobs a year ago, after I almost died and one of my dogs died, I went from making a lot of money, like a lot. I was making like $130,000 a year to making $0 when I started this show to try and be in service of other people. So, whenever I'm here trying to help other people, I hate saying give advice because it sounds very arrogant, but I try and be here to share my perspective on things that I've had to go through and like lessons that I've had to learn. So it's really important to be clear about what you want. It really is. It's why I talk a lot and bring up a lot to people who ask about going after something. Like, are you ready? Are you ready to struggle and really put everything you have into it? Because I can tell you guys, I was so miserable and depressed going to work in my suit every day, doing something I didn't even feel connected to. And to me, that was the wrong type of suffering. But, when I started this, there's definitely been suffering, but different. It's suffering for something that matters to you. It's scary when you stop making money. Not that I have to tell you guys that. It takes a lot of faith in what you know to be right. And that's where I guess the high priestess intuition comes in. So, you know, for everybody out there, I've been there. How do you deal with feelings as if you're disconnected from the source? I don't know, Colette. I don't feel disconnected. That was new. Do I look like Ariana Grande? Colette, you're not being ignored. You want my honest answer? There's, I think there has to be maybe did you ever consider, Colette, that you're not being ignored? That perhaps you're ignoring yourself or ignoring certain things that need to be looked at within yourself or choices that you have to make? Her brother. You know, I once had an Uber driver in South Carolina tell me that I look like I could be Patrick Dempsey's cousin. You know, Colette, I don't really have an easy answer for you. You know, you know why? Because I truly fucking hope that all of you guys don't have to go through what I went through to get to where I am. You know, unfortunately, all of my personal growth comes through a lot of pain and like some real suffering and loneliness I've had to go through. And a lot of people in life can't handle that. They lose themselves. They don't rise, you know, they keep falling. I haven't met many people like me who come out stronger and better versions of themselves. I've actually met, I mean, I can think of one woman I've met recently who's like that, and it's why I'm so close with her. But hey, Carrie, great to see you. You know, actually, I'm so happy you're here, Carrie. Guys, Chaos Before Cosmos, sorry I called her Carrie because that's her real name. She's a really amazing reader. She's actually one of my only true friends that I've met through, since I started this show, who's also a reader online. She's got a great YouTube channel. You guys should check it out. There's not many people I'm comfortable promoting, but she's a really good person. So you guys should check out her show. Carrie, can we get your 2 cents? Colette asked how you deal with feelings, with feeling as if you're disconnected from source or universe. She said as if she's being ignored. You know, Colette, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna make a joke about it, guys. You know, I know we see some huge cards, there's huge cards that come out in tarot, like the Wheel of Fortune. And I know many readers put a little too much sauce on it. They'll be like, oh, you have this huge cycle closing out. Guys, there's no confetti or balloons that pop out of the ceiling when you close out a karmic cycle in life, okay? It's subtle. A lot of times we don't even realize huge shifts happening in our life that show up in the cards because it's just life, you know, it's good advice, Carrie. Colette, can I ask why you feel ignored? Why do you feel ignored, Colette? Maybe that's important. Oh, hey Chance, thanks for the super chat. Thanks, Skitty Bat, I am. I mean, you know, Carrie knows a lot about me too. I can tell you that I didn't really start getting a lot of messages until I started really making very extreme choices in my life about doing things differently. And then they just came like rushing in. Hey Vic, good for you. Okay, Chans, thanks for the super chat. Let's pull a card. Who's Chris? Who's Chris, Chans? Your soul feels dead? Jesus Christ. You know, Colette, Chans, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do your question in a second. If you don't mind, Chans, can you tell me who Chris? Okay, Chans, hold that thought. I'm gonna just, if you don't mind, who's Chris? How do you know him? How long have you known him? How did you guys meet? Please give me some background before, Colette, if you're feeling that way, I think perhaps you might be afraid to step back and look at what in your life you're not happy with. Okay? Maybe that's why you're feeling disconnected. Maybe you already know. Six fucking years, holy shit. Excuse my language. Guys, I'm gonna get some more coffee, 1 second. Then we're gonna do Chan's question. Okay. All right. Wow, I missed some comments here. Okay. What's up, Tom? Hey, Skitty Bat. Tom, you're lucky somebody just gave me a super chat, because if not, I would love to I would love to respond to that, but I want to stay on task here. Okay. Thank you, Carrie. You're so fucking sweet. Thank you, Carrie. You're so kind and generous. You really are. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Guys, all right. Chance, I'm going to pull cards for you. Thank you for sharing that information. Before we start, guys, funny enough, I actually met Carrie probably maybe 6 months ago. Funny enough, I met her through, she had been dating another tarot reader at the time who has a channel. And I met him first, and then he introduced me to her, and that guy ended up being kind of like a, I don't know, I don't want to say anything. I don't like to talk bad about people, even if they deserve it. Kind of a shithead. I guess that's the best way to say it. He was religiously watching my show, but secretly a hater. But anyway, I met Carrie through him, which I'm very grateful for. Okay. Chance, have you FaceTimed with this guy before? Hey, yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at you.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's
Here.
fabulous. Good for you.
You want a card? I'm Stefan. If you ever want to read it. Okay. Okay. Carrie, thank you so much, by the way, for that donation. Okay, Chance, I just wanted to make sure that, Chance, this is what I'm going to suggest. And we can pull cards, but that's a long time. How far away do you guys live? This is what I think you should do. I think you should FaceTime with him first, because it sounds like you're not 100% comfortable with the idea of meeting him. And you should feel comfortable. So, 1, ask yourself if you're uncomfortable just because you're nervous, because you like him, or 2, something doesn't feel right. But, you should tell him, if it's something that you feel like you want to do but you're just nervous, I would strongly suggest FaceTiming with him first, and then go meet him somewhere public, like where you feel safe. What's this guy's name? Bye, Carrie. Carrie, I'm gonna try and watch your show later. Are you doing any signs for me? Are you doing Cancer or Scorpio? You said you like the camera angle today. It's not so inappropriate. Well, I'm actually not wearing pants, Fuji. I'm just kidding. Let's get a card. I'm actually going to use this deck for you. Did we lose our moderator? Amanda, are you still here? Are you lurking? I do? No, I don't. Shut up, Yvonne. All right, Chans, let's pull a card. What's this guy's vibe? What's the truth? What's the truth? What is? Okay. Chans, you should just go meet the guy. Go meet him. Talk to him first. I don't know if he lives far away. Like, is he looking to come visit and stay with you? Is he just looking to, like, meet up for lunch or something? Hey, Miriam. Looks like I'm losing weight. I mean, I could definitely be eating better or more, but... Chans, I think it's pretty harmless. Why would he judge you badly? Okay, Chans, I don't know how old you are. It shouldn't matter. I mean, I'm hoping you're not, like, in your late 30s. I'm not trying to be a jerk if you are, but... Dude, you've been talking to this person for 6 years. I'm just gonna be really blunt, and you know I always mean well. Do you guys just have a really shallow friendship or superficial friendship? Because those are the things you have to talk to him about. I mean, 6 years. And if this is somebody that's like a romantic interest, you gotta put yourself out there. Why don't you share that with him over the phone? My thoughts on India. It looks like a very beautiful place that I would love to visit at some point. You know what? All right, Chans. This is what I'm going to tell you. People are always going to judge you, whether you're authentic or you're fake. Okay? Take it from a guy who puts himself in front of 100,000 people across the world every month. People are going to judge you no matter what. All right? So just be real with people. All right? That's all you can do. And ask yourself why it is that you felt like you wanted to ask me. Because you know I'm not going to tell you yes or no. Ask yourself what you really want out of this, you know? But Okay, you know what, guys? What are we at? We're like an hour and a half in. I think I'm gonna take a quick 5. I'm gonna go stretch. Take a quick smoke break. Guys, check out my Discord that my moderator Amanda set up. And if anybody is interested in a private reading this week, I actually have some free time, so I offer half-hour private readings for 45 and hour readings for 75. And you guys can email me if you're interested. Chans, you got nothing to lose. It's just, Chans, it's just life. It's just life. As long, my primary concern was that this guy's not gonna like chop you up into like a million pieces and like put you in a suitcase. That was my only true concern. Okay? And I don't believe that's what he's looking to do. So, there's worse things than being afraid of being judged, okay? Hey Carolyn, nice to meet you, I'm Stefan. What's quite a distance? Michelle! Oh my goodness. Michelle, I love that for you, Michelle. That's so exciting. I'm really stoked for you. I believe in you, Michelle. One of my first subscribers. Carolyn, you said Virginia to Montana? Okay. I probably am not the best baseline for what quite the distance means, but Carolyn, why don't you just keep getting to know him, you know, in a meaningful way. You know, a nice thing about okay, and it went good. That's great. No, I'm not smoking spliffs. I'm smoking a cigarette. Carolyn, you know what? I'm actually just about to take a break. But if you don't mind hanging tight, maybe we can dig in a little bit more on that for you. So when I get back, guys, just hang tight. I'm gonna just take a quick 5 to go stretch. So I'll see everybody in a few. Okay. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I'm back. Hey, Joanne. Joanne, thank you so much for that donation. That was so sweet of you. Joanne, let's pull a quick card for you. Hey, Kelly. What's up, Ghost Death? Thanks for stopping by, dude. Love when you send some love. I feel it. I always feel it when you send it. All right, Joanne. You know what, Joanne? I'm gonna tell you, ADHD, it's kind of a blessing, so just step into it. Sorry, I was just thinking this. I saw this kid who's a comedian. He was talking about, he's like, everybody in my family, they try to tell me that I have obsessive compulsive. He's like, I just don't see it. He's like, is it really obsessive compulsive that I have to stack all my books completely completely perfect every day? He's like, I don't think that's obsessive compulsive. I just think I'm organized. Like, is it really obsessive compulsive that I have to make sure everything's perfectly level so that way my family doesn't die? He's like, maybe I just love my family. Thanks, Ghost Death. Mira, you're back. Mira, I'm pulling a card for Joanne because she left a super chat. You want another one? I know a lot of you probably don't know this show who don't live in the States, but he was also saying, he's like, my girlfriend, she's got really bad ADHD. Really bad ADHD. She can't focus on anything. So he's like, so I figured out that the way I have to get her to focus is to like talk to her in clickbait. Like I'll be like, you'll never guess what chores we need to do today. He's like, I had to help her fill out a passport application. So I just lied to her and I tried to trick her into thinking that the passport application was a quiz to find out which character from Succession she was. Okay. All right, Joanne. Amanda, I'll send it to you. It was hilarious. Speaking of OCD, Joanne. Hey, Margie. Margie, I didn't get back to you yet. I'm so sorry. Well, Margie, I actually have some free time later tonight if you want to do your private reading. Hey, Elle. Guys, Margie, she's a level 2 White Dog member, and level 2 members get one private reading every month with me. So it's a pretty good deal. Okay, Joanne. Joanne, try not to fixate, okay? I'm getting some, and don't take this the wrong way. I know you won't. I'm getting a little bit of obsessive energy about waiting for something and wanting things to move quicker than they are. Everything's moving at the right speed for you, okay? Margie, how's everything going? I can't wait for you to tell me about your new business. Hey Rose, nice to meet you. Hey, for all of my my lady friends in the chat, did anybody notice that they started getting eye bags and wrinkles after they hit 35 years old? And my follow-up question is, what do you guys do about it? Okay. I know, Amanda. I know you are. That was actually secretly for you. I'm gonna let you, yeah, I'll let you work your magic on me. Mira, you just asked me a question about makeup. Mira, I'm gonna pull a card for Rose because we already pulled a card for you, okay? But if you want to leave a super chat, we can do another question for you. Rose, it's nice to meet you, by the way. Rose, where are you chatting with us from? And lovely name, Rose. That's actually my grandma's name. Oh, damn, sometimes my chat stops scrolling. Hydration is key, but you want to try retinoids, but Amanda is the expert. Okay. That actually, Amanda, that's a great idea. Because I know that you enjoy doing it, you just don't like people, so that's kind of a nice in-between. It is? Okay. Well, I'm not going to open that because I bought it for you. I can, Rose. You're in India? Rose, it's nice to meet you. Can I suggest something to you since you're new and this is the first time you're meeting me? Rose, have you ever just considered that the best way to find out this guy's intentions with you are to just ask him what he wants and what he's looking for? Because I find that to be infinitely more effective in discerning what somebody's intentions are. And usually we can tell if somebody's lying. You know, Rose, not just for this guy, I'm not sure how old you are, but Rose, something that I'm a big fan of that I think is infinitely more effective than having to guess. It's also a really good practice for all your relationships, so you can make sure that you're investing in the right people, is being upfront and forward and asking the right questions with every guy. You know, being clear about what you want and helping yourself to gain clarity on what they want. Okay? It's also, I think, you know, I always say that I think women who are very forward about what they're looking for and very open about what they want, I think that's sexy as hell. So and how long have you known this guy? Is this like early stages of getting to know him? Because I would hope he would let you know. You should, Rose. You know why? You know, if I can impart one thing to anyone on the show that's so easy to do, did Amanda put you in timeout? Uh-oh. 9 months. You've known him, are you dating him? Rose, you should always be forward about what you want with people. Okay? Wait, that's a long time. Have you been dating him for 9 months? I'm a little confused. That's a really fucking long time to not know somebody's intentions. Okay. Okay, Rose. You said you have an on and off again thing going on? Okay. Rose, I'm gonna ask you a very cheeky question. Do you want me to be honest with you, or do you want me to reassure you and tell you what you want to hear? I won't even wait for an answer. Okay. Rose, the brutal answer for you is most likely that you already know his intentions, okay? And his intentions are to not take you seriously, okay? Because if he's let this go on for 9 months, that should tell you that he doesn't respect you enough or think of you enough to actually want to like commit to you or be clear with you about what he wants, especially if you're sleeping with him already. Okay, so you know his intentions already. That's so fucking long. Now the other, Rose, I'm gonna be a little prickly here, and it's only because I want you to be happy with somebody who doesn't leave you feeling confused. Other thing I'm going to tell you is that this is clearly a learning lesson for you, but it's also equally your fault because you've allowed yourself to get stuck in this energy. Like, you've allowed yourself to where he doesn't have to feel like he needs to be clear with you. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you this right now, and it will feel good, and it will empower you and give you clarity either way. I'm gonna pull cards after for you, but we don't even need tarot for this. If you want this guy to respect you, and if this guy has any chance of being like somebody of any level of high character, if you speak to him, say, listen, this is how I feel. You know, we have this on and off again thing for 9 months. I'm not interested in that. I want a committed relationship, and it doesn't seem like you're able or ready to give that to me, so I think it's best that I move on. You'll see real quick how much he cares about you, because if you set boundaries with him about what you're looking for and you commit to them, if he truly likes you, he'll step up and give you real commitment. If he doesn't, then that guy's not worth your time, okay? But if you're not clear with him, you're telling him that he doesn't need to respect you, okay? And I do understand, because I've learned these lessons too. I've been there. But a lot of times we're afraid to say shit like this to people because we're afraid that being real or honest about what we want or how we feel is somehow gonna make them reject us, or like it's somehow gonna make them push us away or not want us. Rose, that's a good thing too, because why would you want somebody that you can't even fucking be open and real with? Because that's not love. That's clearly you liking him because you find him like attractive. That's so long though. It actually really pisses me off. I mean, that's a really long time. And you ask questions like this up front with people so you can figure out if this is somebody you want to spend time with. And yeah, I think it's kind of shitty that he did that to you, but it's on you too. So Yeah, I know you said you can't let him go because it's a strong attachment. Yes. You know why? Because the way that he treats you, he's like eroded your self-worth. Okay? That's why. We had a really long discussion about this the other day in the chat. People who create like push-pull systems, like reward systems, it's like a manipulation tactic. So you get like an emotional serotonin boost when you get attention from him. It's a fake attachment, okay? You know what, Rose? And I've been there, because sometimes it just starts to happen self-consciously. You're attached to the validation he gives you which is not consistent. That's what it is. You're attached to the validation that he like rewards you with periodically. Because I want you to actually think about this. Please step back for a second and think about the way that you have felt like the last 2 months dealing with him. Like how you feel every day. I'm gonna suggest that you probably feel really anxious and unsure. Somebody who is actually worth something should never make you feel confused. They should make you feel safe. Okay? Somebody should make you feel secure in what you have, not unsure. And that is tough to break out of. Those are cycles that many people get fucking stuck in forever. And then they show up here and they go, well, how come my intuition, like, you know, how do I tap into my intuition? You Sorry, it's because I got a phone call. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Rose, there's somebody better out there for you. I wouldn't even give this guy another shot. I'd just chalk it up to a lesson. Okay? Again, the attachment is not to him, it's to like the praise and validation you periodically get from him. Okay? It's like an addiction. It's because he makes you feel really bad about yourself. And then when he actually switches and does something like nice, it feels like this huge reward. That's not what a real relationship should be. And I can promise you that this guy's not it. You know what his intentions are? To not respect you, okay? And I can promise you, Rose, I can promise you, because every time I've given this advice to someone, it always plays out like this, almost always. You tell him that it's clear he doesn't want to like commit to you, and you feel like you need to move on because they're like whatever you have is not making you happy, and then you actually go no contact with him. I promise you, his tone is gonna change so quick. Okay? He's probably gonna like come back and try to lay it on real thick. This guy's not gonna change, okay? Yeah, Margie went through the same thing. And you know what, Rose? It took me a while to realize that somebody who's actually fucking worth something, you shouldn't have to give these, like, you shouldn't have to walk away from somebody for them to appreciate you. Okay? You shouldn't have to hang on for 9 months. So maybe he's gonna commit to you. Okay? That's not fucking love, alright? You guys clearly have like a sexual attachment. And again, the connection and attachment is probably tied to the way that he treats you. Okay, fuck this guy, Rose. You can do a lot better, and I know that this is gonna take a while to heal from. But guess what? We always do, and then after we meet the right person, we tend to look back and say, what the fuck was I thinking sticking around for so long? But Rose, a guy like this is meant to teach you what your self-worth is, so you don't meet another fucking guy like this. And so when someone does show up who's handsome and successful, but clearly is not gonna commit to you or treat you the right way, or is honest, you don't get swept off your feet and trapped in another one of these cycles with guys like this, okay? Because Rose, I can promise you, there's handsome, successful guys out there who are gentlemen and who won't treat you like this and who will be clear with you about what they want, okay? Thank you, Margie. It's exactly what Margie just said, and it's what I was saying to you, Rose. He's creating like this fucked up manipulative game with you where he like argues with you, he ghosts you, and then you know what he's gonna do in like a couple weeks or however long? He's gonna call you and like give you that reward, that little treat, and it's gonna make you feel so good. Come on, Rose. Rose, come on. There's no way this guy fucking throws it down. Does this guy really throw it down that good? Come on. No, he doesn't. There's no way this guy fucking throws it down that good where he's worth this. Okay. I can promise you he's... Okay. Well, why don't you go... Never mind. That was going to be inappropriate. Alright. Rose. I've met one person in my entire life who's married the person they lost their virginity to, and it happens to be one of my stepsisters. And if I had to shoot from the hip, I'm not sure how much sex they still probably have, okay? Of course you have an attachment to them, and I do get that, all right? Rose, we don't need tarot for this, okay? I use tarot secondary if I need it, okay? I know this is going to be difficult for you, but please know that there's something better on the other side of this if you do right by yourself. It's crazy to me. I mean, I'm guessing I'm a little bit older than you. After knowing somebody for like 6 months or 7 months where I'm at in my life and knowing myself well, I already know if I want to fucking spend the rest of my life with somebody, usually after 6 or 7 months. But it's because I really try and get to know somebody deeply. You know what you should do? You should either block him today, or you should send him a message and say, you know what? I'm really not, like, I really don't like the way you treat me and the way it makes me feel. And I'm realizing that you are not looking for anything serious. And I think it's best that we don't talk or see each other anymore. I think I want to move on to find somebody that's looking for the same thing as me. And just block him, okay? And Rose, I can promise you this, because I know you're gonna wanna secretly like get a reaction from him. A guy like this is never gonna give you closure, and he's never gonna say the things that you always hoped and wished he would say. A guy like this, okay? So don't wait for some kind of response or closure, or some kind of like outpouring of truth that you're never gonna get. Okay, this guy showed you how shallow he is. All right? Okay, all the women watching, I know there's always atypical situations. Can we all please tell Rose that 99% of the time, you are not supposed to marry and spend the rest of your life with a person that you lose your virginity to, okay? And I know we all think that we're going to in that moment. Can we all please share that with her? I despise the way this guy treats you, okay? Marty, clearly he doesn't like her. If he's not even, I mean, the way he treats her. Yeah, and I'm sorry, Rose. I know you're going through it. For whatever it means to you, I can promise you that you can't really ever, in my humble opinion, appreciate somebody truly special who's gonna treat you the way you deserve. You won't ever be able to appreciate someone like that until you've had to experience the opposite of that, okay? It's hard to appreciate money if you've had a fucking silver spoon up your ass your whole life. You know, it's hard to appreciate something great until you've had to live through something terrible. Okay? So be grateful for the lesson and try to enjoy the pain if you can. Sorry, that was kind of dark. It's okay to feel like sad, okay? But you don't need a treat or a reward from a fucking guy like this, okay? This guy's such a fucking scrub, Rose. I'm sorry. This guy's such a scrub. It's gonna feel so good once you move on from him. All right? And take some time for yourself. Don't try to rush into a new relationship. All right? I can promise you there's a lot more to life than sleeping with some guy who doesn't even make you fucking happy, okay? I mean, is that really better than being alone? The way he makes you feel about yourself, is it really better? No, no fucking way. Trust me. Rose, you know what? You are lucky enough to be given the opportunity to give this guy the biggest fucking ego death of his life. When you fucking ghost him and cut him off, okay? You're gonna give him an ego death, I promise you. And if you start to feel like you're gonna cave, you come back here. Because you have all of us to support you, okay? If you feel like you're gonna cave, come back here, okay? Oh my God, guys, my phone's at 2%. Hey, are you guys closing? Yeah. You're closing? Okay. All right, guys, sorry, they're about to close, and my phone's at 2%. Rose, you don't know this guy's shit, okay? I'm sorry, I fucking hate guys like this. You know what? Not guys. I have no respect for people that do things like this to other people. I have so much patience. I just have no fucking respect for people that treat other people like this. So respect yourself, please, okay? All right, guys, I'm at 1%. I gotta split, but if anybody's interested in a private reading, I have some free time this week. Just email me. My email's in my video description and on my channel page. I offer half-hour private readings for $45 and hour readings for $75. So, and join our Discord. It's bustling over there. So, Michelle, great to see you, and congrats. All right, guys, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Okay.